At Sacramento, we've been actively using two products since 2013, and that's the eBook and Audiobook app. And we needed to use that because the vendor statistics we were getting didn't help us map the users. What we could get from our ILS was their library of preference and their home zip code, but that didn't really tell us very much demographically about the users, so we needed the market segmentation data for that. So our virtual services staff have been using the tools for over 2 years.
One of the questions we really want to answer is, are our ebooks being used consistently across the county? Is it pretty even usage, or are there places where we really need to go in and do some better marketing and get people more into using those services? So that's one of the big questions that we went in with, and I think that as we move forward, we'll get a lot better information about that.
One of the things we learned, which was a bit of a surprise, the detail that we have from our ILS, we know who's using ebooks and we know their birth date, but what we couldn't get to was the more detailed, the nuanced information that you can get from the market segmentation. So now our staff are able to look at where they are geographically in the system, because an ebook isn't linked to a home library, it's linked to a library card, so you don't really know where they are. So we were able to get that information, and also I think there was a certain interpretation based on the type of content that was being borrowed. Romance novels are our highest circulating ebooks, so I think there were certain assumptions based on that because of patterns in print. They assumed the same patterns in ebook, and our demographics skewed younger than we anticipated in some areas, but in romance it skewed older. So it actually skewed in line with what we had seen. We circulated ebook, preloaded e-readers, and it skewed almost identically to the demographic that was in our ebook users. So that helps our collection services staff make decisions about content development. Also, because we were talking about this earlier too, that we spend a lot on e-content. We spend over $700,000 a year on ebooks, and we let patrons determine what that is, and we're trying to wean them away from that and really control the collection. So this is going to help our collection services staff really do that, because they now understand the population that's using that, and they didn't know that before.
Our spending on our ebooks can kind of get away from us, and it gets very expensive, and so I'm interested to see if we can kind of narrow down what we're spending and make it a little bit more precise.